Does inflammation have you feeling less than peachy? I'm here to save the day with my grilled peach salad. I don't think it's possible to get more summer than this salad. We're talking grilled peaches, grilled corn, grilled crostini, and fresh burrata right on top and cut open for all of us to enjoy. This salad is heavy on flavor and heavy on fighting inflammation. Let's go. For the vinaigrette, we're going to keep it pretty simple, and I'm going to avoid putting extra herbs in the dressing because I'm adding a bunch of herbs to the actual dish. So there's a lot going on, a lot of big flavors, and I don't want anything to be too overpowering or where it just kind of zeroes out your palate. So we're going to leave the herbs out and just do a nice vinaigrette in the background and let the other ingredients take center stage. Peaches are such an underrated vegetable, and I think the reason why is because they're so seasonal, at least for good ones. So right now in the heart of summer, it is peach time, and nothing is better than peaches on the grill. If you've never tried this before, you absolutely need to do it today. All you need is a little olive oil and a little salt and a nice char from the grill. Yes, I know bread and grain can help cause inflammation, but I'm using a nice quality French baguette, organic flour, the whole 9 yards. Just look for whatever you can if you can deal with it. A nice thin sliced crostini on the grill is a great way to enjoy this salad.
For the vegetables, I'm going summer all the way. Grilled corn, fresh scallions, and fresh jalapeños for a little kick. I think a very helpful tip is when you are dressing a salad like this to dress the various components separately. So I'm dressing the peaches separately to ensure they aren't too beat up and not under or overdressed. Then in a separate bowl, I'll add the vegetables, seasoning with salt, and then I'll add the dressing and mix that. Now for the plating, I'm going to add the dressed peaches down and make a little bed out of them. Then I'll go over the top of that with the vegetables and then top it in the middle with a beautiful burrata. And to finish it, I'm going to garnish it with some fresh herbs and shallot that is once again dressed in that same vinaigrette. Then I'll add some additional seasoning and as a final garnish, some balsamic reduction. I love to serve this with grilled crostini, and just before I go to serve it, I'll hit the entire salad with just a bit more dressing to make everything pop.
All right, thank you so much for watching another episode of Bricks and Mortar, where we made a grilled peach salad with burrata and a ton of big flavors going on, all in the name of fighting inflammation. Now, if you're serious about eating for longevity and fighting inflammation, then you need to check out my free anti-inflammatory kit. There's a whole bunch of stuff in there. There is a full day of eating, both meals and snack. I also have a kitchen day one guide, which is a robust shopping list for everything fresh and shelf stable to fight inflammation. And finally is a 7-day mindful journal that is directed at reconnecting with our body through food and fighting inflammation. If you like what you see here, consider subscribing to the YouTube channel, where every week I am cooking longevity food elevated. You can also find me on Instagram at Bricks and Mortar Food. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next week on Bricks and Mortar Food. If you're over 40 and want recipes that taste amazing and keep you feeling great, this one is for you. Roasted red beet hummus is here to help your body improve its blood flow. This Bricks and Mortar Food recipe keeps the longevity train choo-chooing. This dip is packed with nitrates that help improve circulation, potassium that helps regulate blood pressure, and fresh herbs that help reduce inflammation. All of this is right on time for longevity-focused eating.
The first thing you need to do when you're dealing with beets is wash them well. They grow in the dirt, and if you don't wash them, then the dirt's going to grow in you. After a quick wash, I'm going to wrap them in foil along with some garlic and roast them in the oven at 400 degrees for about 45 minutes. And then once they're done, I'm going to let them cool. The beets might still feel firm after the roast. Just give them a few minutes and they'll soften up to fork tender. Next, I'm going to make the cracker. Full disclosure, I had to change from my hook attachment to my paddle attachment and then back to my hook attachment because my mixer is old and stupid. This is an easy cracker recipe to make, and adding the fresh herbs and garlic really helps amp up the flavor of the cracker. Once we make the dough, we're going to let it sit somewhere warm for about an hour. I love making this herb mixture. It's full of a ton of fresh herbs, healthy nuts, honey, and some really good citrus. It's going to be a wonderful garnish on top of this hummus. You really can't go wrong with fresh herbs. They are just packed with antioxidants that help you age in reverse. I love fresh thyme. It's probably my favorite herb, and paired with fresh parsley and fresh mint, just such a great springtime flavor combination. Next, it's time to roll out our dough into very thin sheets. I divided the dough into 4 roughly equal pieces to make it a little bit easier to work with. If you have a pasta attachment on your stand mixer, you can run the dough through that instead of rolling it out by hand. An important step is to dock the dough or poke holes in it with a fork over and over before putting it in the oven. The crackers will take about 30 minutes in a 350-degree oven. Once the beets are cool, I'm going to peel and chop them, and then it's time to build our hummus. Of course, the chickpeas are the foundation. The red beets from before, garlic, tahini, ground turmeric, ground ginger, along with some lemon juice, a good pinch of salt, and streaming in some oil and some ice cold water to help it smooth out. You can also do this in a blender. Just be prepared to add in a little extra water if it's too THICC thick. This is a great appetizer to share with friends or not to share. The crackers and herb garnish will last a couple of days, and the hummus will last about a week in the fridge. This recipe is all about helping improve blood flow on the way to eating for longevity. And just before serving, I like to hit this with a little bit of feta to bring in that extra salty goodness. This is great, obviously, with crackers, carrots, other vegetables, slathered on a sandwich, you name it, it works.
If you want more recipes like this, hit subscribe. And if you're serious about longevity eating, consider my 10 recipe cookbook available in the description notes. Each recipe is packed with longevity focused ingredients and a meal plan that is just right. And if you don't know where to start, check out my kitchen day 1 guide, also in the description notes, to get started and get your pantry in fighting shape. Thanks for watching, and I'll check you next time. Feeling sick? Eat this vitamin-packed grilled salad to pull you back to the light side. Today we're making one of my all-time favorite salads, a grilled romaine salad paired with beautifully grilled shrimp. All of it is tossed in an orange avocado vinaigrette with plenty of fresh vegetables. A couple of bites of this and you'll be feeling like your old self in no time. For the shrimp, I'm using 1620 peeled and deveined shrimp. 1620 refers to the amount of shrimp per pound on average. I give them a quick peel and season with salt and the smoky honey habanero spice mixture from Spiceology. This stuff is seriously awesome. I love shrimp as a great protein change up from the usual chicken or beef. It's especially awesome in the warmer months, and remember, protein is vital to feeling better if you've been sick. Once I have them seasoned up, it's off to the grill, and we're going to grill them for about only 2 to 5 minutes total, flipping about halfway through. Shrimp is actually intended to be cooked medium, but I get that could be a little dicey, so medium well will do the trick. My favorite part of this salad, the romaine. During my first culinary position at a country club, we had a grilled romaine salad on the menu. Although it's different from what we do here, I always thought that idea was such a cool concept, and every chance I get to make it, I just have so much fun with it. Just look at how beautifully charred that is. And the romaine is helpful in boosting immunity because of the vitamins A and K and antioxidants. Now for the dressing. My secret weapon for creamy dressing is avocado. Combine that with some fresh orange and lime zest, the usual suspects of shallot and garlic, Dijon as our emulsifier, and honey as our sweetener. Just a tiny bit of fresh mint and fresh cilantro to brighten it up, and about 8 ounces of pulp-free orange juice, which, as we all know, helps us overcome feeling sick because of the vitamin C. Now, don't forget to season your dressing well. Add a little extra virgin olive oil and buzz it up in a blender or use an immersion blender like I am here. It should hold the back of a spoon, which the French call nappe. Now for the veggies.
You can really add whatever sounds good to you, but since this salad is all about helping us recover from being sick, we're going to go with fruit and veggies that are hydrating and full of vitamins. Fresh citrus, cucumber, and tomatoes pull serious weight here to help us feeling better. Tomatoes have a surprising amount of vitamin C, which again helps us with our immune system. Cucumbers are high in antioxidants, which help protect ourselves from damage caused by free radicals. And the juice from limes may help prevent some infections. I even toasted up some homemade croutons for a little crunch, which is a must for me. This is some day-old brioche that I seasoned with olive oil and salt and roasted in a 350-degree oven for about 5 minutes. When it's time to assemble, I went a little chefy here, but one thing I want you to remember is to dress your salad appropriately. Think 1 to 2 tablespoons for a single salad serving. You'll know if it's overdressed because it's going to be swimming in dressing. It should be lightly and evenly coated. Looking at the final plate here, I just love how much these colors pop. It is so awesome to see bright green romaine, the bright orange from the citrus and veggies, and a wonderful creamy avocado dressing. This salad is all about helping us feel better, and I promise you it will do the trick. My main focus is cooking for longevity. If you haven't checked out my Instagram page, @bricksandmortarfood, stop on by. Each week, I focus on a different longevity topic with daily posts that educate on food, offer recipes, and provide ways to stack ingredients to maximize the health benefits. Thank you so much for watching this week's video. If you like what you saw, consider subscribing for weekly longevity-focused recipes. And if you're serious about your health, consider my 10 recipe cookbook, which is linked in the description. And if you don't know where to start in the kitchen, I also have a free kitchen day one guide to get your pantry in fighting shape. Thanks so much for watching, and we'll see you next week on Bricks and Mortar Food.